Hello and welcome to Bennett Guitars on the Bench. So what have we got on the bench today? Okay, we've got this rather nice looking Telecaster, beautiful guitar, and I'm going to say that because I built it. Over the last couple of months the clients had a problem with a bit of fret buzz around this area. So I'm going to set the camera up, get nice and close, and we're going to have a look to see what the problem is. Right, well, I couldn't find the bloody tripod, so you're going to have to put up with shaky cam, I'm afraid. Right, so first thing I think to do is we'll tune it to pitch and then check out where things are going wrong. Okay, let's go and find a tuner. Right, okay, so that's roughly the pitch, and the complaint is that it's getting fret buzz around here, so that would kind of suggest that the neck isn't quite straight. So we'll have a quick look down the neck. I'll put that there. No, I won't. Right, okay, so I'm looking down the neck and it looks about okay. We'll check the relief properly anyway. So to check neck relief, what was that? What was that noise? Okay. Capo on the first fret. Then can I do this with one hand? Okay, 0.012 feeler gauge. Okay, if you haven't got a feeler gauge, a business card is about that depth, I suppose, that thickness. A thin business card. I've got a credit card here. Credit card's a bit thick. Yeah, credit card's a bit thick. Right, anyway, if you've got a set of feeler gauges, 0.12 of an inch. Fret at the 17th fret, and then check the gap at the 7th fret. Okay, so let's do this. Fret at the 17th fret and a feeler gauge under the 7th fret. And that's about, I would say that is spot on. Okay, so let's have a okay, so that one's buzzing all the way up. This one starts buzzing about there. That one's okay. Right. So it's just the D and the G string really. So I'm going to have a look at the nut relief on just those two strings, but it looks okay. Nut relief is measured with a 0.020 feeler gauge, or that is That is about a business card, actually. Actually, no, that's a business card's a bit a credit card's a bit thicker. So under the first fret, you should be able to get 0.020 feeler gauge, which I can on the first two. So to accurately check the one that's buzzing, just flip off the first two. Okay, so that's a bit low. That would suggest that the nut has been tampered with, because it wouldn't have left me in that position, in that condition. Yeah, someone's taken a file to that. Okay, so that's a bit low, but this is the one that's buzzing all the way up the G string, which has got a better relief. Okay, so I've just seen something that we may be able to pick up on the camera. Not quite sure. Between the knobs. Right, okay. These two saddles are a lot lower than these on the outside. So what I'm going to do is stay still. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to measure the string height on all the strings, and we do this with one of these string height gauge. Right, seeing as this is a Telecaster and based on a Fender, so when I built it and set it up, I would have used the Fender specs, and the Fender state that string height should be 4/64 at the last fret. Now 4/64 is 2/16, 2/32 or 1/16. 4/64 is easier to measure because it's in a smaller increment. So put it behind the string, and that's about right. A little bit low, but not too bad. Okay. Behind the string. Yeah, that's spot on. Alright, okay, so we get to the D string. The D string is lower. This goes down to 2/64, and that is lower than 2/64. Alright, so, and we can see on the saddle it's dropped well down. And the bloody tractors are going past behind. So we'll bring that. If they follow the radius of the neck, you should get a nice, arc. So that's still, I think it's still going to be a bit low. Let's have a little look. Yeah, we're at 3/64. Wrong way around. It's got millimeters on the back, which I never use, but it's still a bit low. I don't know how it's ended up like that. My client doesn't appear to be a fiddler. He's a guitar player. Okay, let's yeah, okay, that looks alright. So let's go, and the G string is that's lower a lot lower than 2/64. In fact, it's nearly touching the frets. In fact, they're all a bit low down this side. So what I'm going to do is, right, let's start with the A string. That is bang on 4/64. Right, okay, let's give that a that'll do. Cheers, folks. Bye.